What's going on, people? You have just joined the abomination, and in this video, we are talking about Sega bass fishing. Now, I know y'all wondering, out of all this content, out of all the modern games, all the stuff this man could be talking about, he talking about this old, disgusting looking, I don't know, archaic game. Um, Sega bass fishing came out for the Dreamcast. I don't know what year. I'm not gonna go into all the specifics, history of this game and whatnot. But the reason I'm talking about this game is because I grew up with this. Not because as a kid I wanted to play this, um, but my pops. Um, but my pops bought this game. My pops is a real big gamer. Got me into gaming. I thank him for that. Who I am today has a lot to do with those influences and just hanging out, doing doing stuff like that, playing games with him putting me on games. And one of the games he played a lot was this Sega Bass Fishing for the Dreamcast. And why it was such an amazing game or experience was not because I was playing it myself, but because he was a gamer, and him and all the people around him, all the adults, all my uncles and aunties, everybody would be playing this game, arcade type game. So it's like rankings and yada yada yada. So they would be like, playing this game, fishing, trying to, get big bass or whatever it is, the fish, and get the high score, and then they pass it around. So it was like community, camaraderie, seeing people just playing games or seeing gaming bring people together and just having fun, like all the shit talking that they'll be doing, but out of good fun, like just them doing this like every other weekend. Our family driving down to Mississippi from Tennessee, just so they can hang out, and not for this game specifically, all the other things that they was doing, things I ain't know about. I was a kid, but seeing this, seeing everybody, pushing each other, shoving each other, like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Hype because you got this big bass on the end, the tension going up on your line, all that type of stuff, bets on the game, just shit like that. And that was the community of gaming before this online where people, not saying anything is wrong with online. I love being able to communicate and play games with my homies and from other people from no matter how far the distance. But that local, the couch co-op, having people right there next to you, and being able to bounce off energies and hang out and spend time with each other. That was the beautiful part of it, and that's why I purchased this game on Steam. It's on sale for like $1 or something. That's really why I got it, or why it even came to my attention. I didn't look for it, but when I saw it on that sale, I was like, "Oh snap, that's that game right there." So I copped that, and it just brought back all these memories again, just the feeling with it of seeing people around sharing the game. And then I had the Dreamcast. I'm talking about old school, like the controller with the fishing rod. So they was actually like pushing buttons on the controller and then reeling in with the it was like a rod, controller, and that jump was dope. Unfortunately, I'm playing on the PC. I'm not a true PC gamer. I don't use the mouse and keyboard, whatever. I got my controller hooked up because I'm a gamer. I'm a console gamer at heart. Pull down the triggers slowly to not put too much tension or not reel in too fast and stuff like that. It's like, man, and they fished in real life. These people fished and hunted to some degree, yeah, in their real life. So they was taking real world knowledge into this game. I was trash at this game. You can tell by my stats or whatever. But I mean, the more I play, and I guess kind of figure out the spots or where the fish are at and the different lures and how they work, then I'm sure I'll go up in them scores in their ranking. But yeah, it's all about the community, fun. So shout out to all the old gamers who grew up doing this stuff back when a person face was like polygons and sharp, and but it was funny because every year it graphics slightly improved. And as some polygons got kind of rounder every year, especially with the 2Ks and the Maddens, niggas would be like, "Ooh, that junk look real, or that junk look real." Uh, Looking back, this shit look real trash. But you know, whatever. They did the best with what they can have. But I'm looking over to the side. Well, I guess I should have it right here. But yeah, the game is cool. I just wanted to pop this out just because it meant a whole lot to me. And it was short and sweet. The good things about these old school games, they were not really super long. So if you invested the time in them, you could, you could get through them fairly quickly, relatively quickly. You know, you got the arcade aspect to where you go through this ranking or these certain fighters, you defeat them or beat them, but then you could, you know, the endless matches that you can have with the people around you. That was the dope stuff. So yeah, this game is on sale on Steam right now until I think like next week. So get it if you want. Something like $1. If not, then don't. Whatever. But on another note, I got a whole bunch of I got a lot of other videos that I'm trying to pump out. I'm working on a lot of stuff, a lot of different things at the same time. So, and don't forget to like the video. Like the video just because I'm talking about some good stuff, some valuable stuff. Hanging with the people around you, enjoying a company, playing video games, you know, and building up on relationships, playing video games, you know. Comment, leave me a comment down below. What's an old game or what's a game you grew up playing or has a definite place, spot in your heart, in your memory bank, that added something to your soul, something that you got to enjoy as a kid with or without a parent or a family member, a sibling, something like that. And subscribe to the channel because I want to keep talking about stuff. I want to keep giving my opinions on things and seeing how, you know, people receive them. How do other people feel about them? What are their experiences? So yeah, keep it locked. Stay right here so y'all can keep seeing stuff like this. I can't think of nothing catchy or fly or gimmicky to do. So peace.
So I'm not sure I get you.
Give me a real fight!
You alright, boy?
Any of you guys read that chapter in The Art of War about misdirection?